Good evening and thank you for joining me. We have a severe weather outbreak that will likely affect southern Indiana, parts of Illinois, northern Kentucky, southwestern Ohio, and also south central Illinois. So we're going to have basically at the same time two severe weather outbreaks from the same system. We'll have one over here near the Chicago area and one down here across southwestern Illinois, south central Illinois, south central Indiana, and southwest Ohio, and also northern Kentucky. So here's what's going to happen. So right here, let's look at the reflectivity. So right here, we're having some thunderstorms that are forecast to move across southern Illinois. Let's see if those storms have materialized yet. Looking on the radar right now, it looks like across southern Illinois, there are storms that are starting to materialize across parts of southwestern Missouri. So it looks like there are some showers and thunderstorms that are starting to move. Some of these models are showing that it could form some severe storms going into Kentucky. Don't know how likely that is, but it's definitely possible. And then tomorrow it's going to get into the 80s, and this will set the stage for a potential severe weather outbreak. For a very potent cold air outbreak is going to take hold. Okay, so let's look at the weather forecast. Okay. This is my concern. So far, no severe weather, but there are some showers and storms that are heavy showers that are moving towards the St. Louis area right now. So far, no severe weather, but possible that something could form. All right, so yeah, we're possibly going to get a severe weather outbreak tomorrow. All right, so yeah, so we might actually have a pretty significant severe weather outbreak tomorrow. Again, let's look at the radar. Over here, and then wow, look at those supercells tomorrow, right into Cincinnati. This could be a potentially life-threatening situation for Cincinnati if this actually transpires. Right, yep, right in Cincinnati. Look at that. This could be a severe weather outbreak Also, this as well. I mean, so it looks like we could get some severe weather in the Rockford area. Also, Dixon looks like might get some severe weather tomorrow. Sterling, Rochelle, no, Rochelle. Uh, yep. So yeah, it looks like there could be a severe weather event tomorrow. Simulated reflectivity. Right here, look at that. That's the beginning of the event, and then boom, boom, boom. And a cluster of supercells. Look at these southeast winds. So that's your warm front, that's your occlusion, coupled with all this instability. Wow, in a very unstable environment. So we might definitely have a pretty potent severe weather outbreak tomorrow. So this, but I'm not very concerned about central Indiana. I'm more concerned about northwestern Illinois, southern Indiana, northern Kentucky, southwest Ohio, and southwestern Illinois and northwestern Illinois. So here's what I would do. I would make two areas of enhanced. I would put, I would personally put this area in severe. So I'll put this area in severe in this area. So instead of just making this big bland area, you know how during the last outbreak they had a high risk in Iowa, another high risk down here. I will do the same thing for tomorrow. We're definitely likely going to have a severe weather outbreak tomorrow. I'm very concerned about southern Indiana, southwestern Ohio, and southeastern Illinois. That's the area I'm concerned about. But I'm also concerned about northwestern Illinois. So there's going to be two areas of severe weather from what it looks like. And even the HRRR is hinting at this. Right here, look at that in the Chicago area, showing supercells. I'm very concerned about tomorrow's outbreak, and if this really happens, this could be a very, very, very life-threatening event, especially whether it occurs in the Rockford area or down here in southern Indiana. I'm definitely getting concerned about tomorrow. Alright, so I'm going to be going to bed in a bit, but I'm going to be going live tomorrow because tomorrow could be a very major event. Thank you all for watching, and good night, everybody. I'm going to bed. It's getting late. So, just want to wish everybody good night. And actually, wait, I have a viewer. Okay. So, yes, before I do go to bed, let's look at again tomorrow's outbreak. I'm not sure if this is going to happen, but it's possible. So this entire area is going to be under threat of severe weather tomorrow. Alrighty, so let's look at supercell composite, the mid-Atlantic. That's the severe weather. Now let's see. Something is telling me there's definitely going to be something here. You see how northwest winds combining? There's going to be a pressure center right here. There's very likely going to be a severe weather outbreak somewhere in here, especially if those temperatures really shoot up like what the HRRR was showing. Very, very low pressures in here. There we go. Boom! Just as I predicted. And look at that, it's earlier now. So now we have a supercell forming right near Iowa City. Would you look at that? South of Iowa City, a supercell. Iowa City is right here. Cedar Rapids is in this area. Look at that, you have a supercell. Yep. Now we have a supercell. Oh no. Oh wow. We actually may have a tornado. Let's see. Updraft helicity swaths. Yep, look at that. We might indeed have something tomorrow. I'm surprised they're not showing southern Indiana. Updraft helicity swaths. This could be a potential tornado event going into Rockford, just south of Rockford, going to Waukegan, Allegan, Dixon. But if this were to happen, this looks like Washington, Illinois. Where is this? Kelowna. No. That looks like Winfield Mount. So this looks like Washington. No, this looks more like Crawfordsville. Crawfordsville, heading towards Columbus Junction, and then heading right towards Davenport. Yes, this definitely looks like the Quad Cities. Wow, and then it looks like severe weather heading towards Kenosha. Just north of Kenosha, towards Racine. Looks like that'll be heading towards. Where is that? Just north of that little kink there. Yep, so South Milwaukee, Wind Point. So between the Wind Point and Oak Creek, Illinois. Oak Creek, Wisconsin. So between Wind Point and Oak Creek, Wisconsin. And the significant tornado parameters. You see this right here, right? There is potential for a severe weather outbreak. And look at that. Starting to materialize here as well. Look at that. Over Lake Michigan. Yep. We may have a tornado outbreak tomorrow in northern Illinois. Yep. Hmm. I won't even call it an outbreak. I'll call it a tornado family almost. Jeez. So, Iowa, and then so down here. So it looks like it's gonna be two outbreaks, two separate events. So yeah, definitely something serious could happen tomorrow. Guys, I'm going to bed. Thank you all for watching and good night.